Welcome back to Draft House, everyone. I am Joe. Today we'll be doing a 2026 NFL mock draft for the Pittsburgh Steelers. As a reminder, we'll be doing a mock draft for each NFL team before and after free agency to give a better look at what they might do in this draft. We'll also have some other content along the way. So let's get started off with the Pittsburgh Steelers at pick number 21. Now, they're a team that, can you get Aaron Rodgers to come back and you find another quarterback in free agency? Because where you're picking, you're probably not going to get that quarterback. Maybe unless Ty Simpson falls to you and you like him too. So Ty Simpson's definitely a play here. Don't know if they're going to go that route. I think at this point, you kind of keep your options open. I mean, we'll see what happens in free agency, and that'll give a clear indication what they might do. I think Denzel Boston's in play here. Might want a wide receiver that is a little bit more like different than DK Metcalf. I'm not saying they're the same player, but maybe getting someone who can, play in the slot or do some different things too. Caden Proctor and Caleb Lomu are here. I think I'm going to go with Caleb Lomu. I have him rated higher than Caden Proctor, and the draft simulator won't like this. But shore up that tackle spot. I think it's going to be good for the overall health of the offense. I think there's more guys you can get at wide receiver later that can help this team. Like we got here at pick 53, we have Omar Cooper. So let's take him. I think he could be a solid number two, and then you already have upgraded the offensive line. So I kind of like how the board has fallen. Although I do think that maybe a trade down in round one, if they're not going to take Ty Simpson, could be in play. You can get a guy that a tackle if there's like a multiple on the board like there was there with Caden Proctor and Caleb Blomu. You can trade down a little bit if there's another guy you might like. All right, round three, pick 76. Let's see here. Wants me to take a quarterback, and I think we're going to do Garrett Nussmeier out of LSU. Now, if you get a veteran quarterback, a bridge quarterback, this is the perfect time to take someone who might be more developmental. Yes, you have Will Howard. I understand that. I would like to see him play too, just to see what he can do at the NFL level. Nussmeier was a guy that was hurt all last year. The core injury, he kind of like played through it. This year was not very good. He was good last season. He was good, in the Senior Bowl. So it's one of those things where I do think he is a better player than he showed this year. And maybe you're getting a very good discount on a player. And then, if you have a bridge quarterback, that's great. If you want to have Aaron Rodgers come back and mentor Will Howard and Garrett Nussmeier, that'd be great too. All right, so next pick up. Gotten some of the bigger needs out of the way here. Let's see what we can do. I mean, I would say corner or safety would be good. All right, we'll come back to that. Let's go with let's go with Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech. Just feels like a Steeler pick, to be honest. Seems like everyone loves him as a linebacker. Did a lot of different things for Texas Tech. Interested to see what he might run if he runs at the combine. But I think he's a solid pick there. And for a team that is looking for impact players right away, I think he could step in and be pretty impactful right away. Pick 99. I was looking at Will Lee. He is off the board at the corner spot. Xavier Scott's going back to school. We'll take Malik Muhammad, the corner out of Texas. Now, with Jalen Ramsey playing safety, playing slot, I mean, it changes up and makes it more versatile for this defense. And then, maybe we'll get a teammate here, Michael Taff at safety too, to kind of really help the versatility. You can move Jalen Ramsey around and feel like you're not losing something. I mean, at this point, maybe Michael Taff's more of a depth guy, can help you on special teams early and then develop into something more later. But it's always good to have that depth too. I think Isaiah World might be in play as well. Just, I know you already took a tackle, but he's a very, very athletic and could be a help to this offense as well. As Caleb Lomu, just a guy maybe needs time to develop. So we'll take Michael Taft here, change up the positions, get something different here. Pick 135. We've taken a lot of different positions here. Already have linebacker, already have corner, already have wide receiver. I'm not opposed to doubling down specifically on wide receiver and corner for this team. Let's go. Hmm. Let's go with let's get some interior line depth with Jagger Burton out of Kentucky. Again, I think at this point, getting guys who may not start for you for day one, but getting depth, I think isn't a bad thing. I would say, you know, with this pick at pick 159, I think a lot of things are in play as well. Let's go to Cario Davis. He's a bigger corner, and again, just changes up the versatility of that secondary. I do think he's probably worth maybe a little bit more than a fifth round pick, but we'll see how the draft plays out. All right, pick 213. We'll go Zane Durant out of Penn State. Maybe didn't have the best year this year, as well as like Penn State didn't have the best year, but I think getting more defensive line depth is good there as well. We'll see if we can find some edge depth, maybe a wide receiver, kind of adding to some of these rooms that we haven't added to already. We'll go Reggie Virgil, the wide receiver at Texas Tech, started his career, or at least played at Miami, Ohio before that. Again, just helping the wide receiver room a little bit, seeing if you can find a diamond in the rough here. All right, pick 224. Already have an interior lineman. I have the linebacker. Let's go Patrick Payton out of LSU. It might not like that it's, a little bit of a reach on their board, but a lot of the guys are staying at the top at this point of the mock draft simulator. And we'll go to the last pick, 237. Pittsburgh loves the tight ends. Let's go Seydou Traore out of Mississippi State to kind of close things out here. All right, let's go check out the grades of this draft. Let's see what they give us. I'd imagine it's not going to be as high because I did take positions that maybe weren't as high on their board. It's a B. I'm fine with that grade. Caleb Lomu in the first round. Again, there were a couple tackles there you could pick between him and Caden Proctor. You could have gone Avion Terrell like they wanted me to at corner. You could have done a couple different things there. Denzel Boston at wide receiver as well. Round two, Omar Cooper Jr., the wide receiver out of Indiana. I think he might actually be the highest drafted Indiana wide receiver, even though Elijah Surratt's pretty good as well. Quarterback Garrett Nussmeier out of LSU. Again, injured this past year, looked healthier at the Senior Bowl. Excited to see what he can do. I really did like him after his 2024 season. And we'll see. Maybe this isn't a pick because they really believe in Will Howard. Maybe this isn't a pick because they find a quarterback in some way in free agency as well. Pick 85, Jacob Rodriguez. Did not like this pick, but I feel like he just feels like a Steeler to me. Plays tough and physical on the interior, as an inside linebacker. Cornerback Malik Muhammad out of Texas. His teammate safety Michael Taft out of Texas as well. Center Jagger Burton out of Kentucky. Cornerback Tacario Davis. Defensive lineman Zane Durant. Wide receiver Reggie Virgil. Edge rusher Patrick Payton. And tight end Seydou Traore out of Mississippi State. So let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. What was your favorite pick? What was your least favorite pick? We'll be doing more mock drafts for every NFL team before and after free agency. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.